This movie was crap. And I didn't really care either that this movie was really bad. It's pretty bad in every way, and I guess people could say it's a good movie, but it's very, very low quality movie making. Like, it's something you'd see on TV. The special effects mostly prove that. They're just terrible in many shots, or they're fine. They're never great. And there's a lot of action. And actually, as I'm just being truly negative with this movie, there's one positive, which is the pacing of the movie. It never was slow or boring, but you just didn't really care because this movie just, from the beginning, it's not good, and it goes downhill a little bit, but it's just like you don't care. You're just looking forward to an action scene that's pretty awesome, but not really there, actually. I didn't find the action scenes that interesting or creative in the movie. The main character, I think his name is Duke or something, and the black guy who isn't really funny in the movie at all. They just join this G.I. Joe unit without like any reason or motives at all. They join it, and they join the unit, and it's like, why them? And they're the only people in the unit who actually do something in the action scenes. It's only them. It's like everything's set up for them, and it kind of makes the movie very stupid in many ways, with how like weak the G.I. Joe unit is and how like bare they are. I mean, it's not even a strong military unit, and it's like the best operatives in the world, but they're not. I mean, it's just a couple people who are on screen with a couple tricks here and there, and they don't really make sense either. The dialogue was very awful. I mean, it was really laughable. The ending of the movie is not really bad, but it's just crappy. I'd say this whole movie is garbage. It's everything you've seen before, and I think they should have held up on this movie and found a better script, better director, because this movie was embarrassing in a lot of ways. They could have had backstory to all the G.I. Joe, but then again, creating backstories for all the characters of G.I. Joe, flashbacks throughout the movie, which they only did to Snake Eyes. It's stupid. It's like we're lucky to get that kind of backstory that they had to make up, but they didn't do it for anyone else. It seemed a bit messy, but it'd be too similar to Watchmen if the whole movie was just backstory. But that leads to why this movie felt like a sequel. I mean, the COBRA was completely unnecessary. It was just crammed in there, and it starts the movie too, and it complicates the movie. And this movie doesn't really make sense. But the COBRA doesn't. You just feel a bit lost right when the movie starts because you have no idea what's happening, and this is an origin movie, so job poorly done on that, definitely. And this movie probably has had it's been in pre-production for a long time, and it was bad. There aren't any really positives about this movie. Everything was at the level of just not good. Nothing really stood out in this movie, even the action scenes. So for G.I. Joe, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. I forgot to mention that the acting in this movie is very, very bad, and there are way too many characters put into the movie.